Good day to you all. Welcome back to our next lesson. And today we are going to talk about gender in Spanish. Gender is a concept that we use in Spanish that doesn't exactly operate in the same way that we think about gender in the English language. So what am I talking about? On a very basic level, gender is also used with objects. We have objects in the language, like a table, like a chair, car, house. But when we speak in English, these objects are just not identified with any specific gender. It's a thing. So we don't say it's masculine or feminine or anything like that in the English language. However, in Spanish, with everything that we talk about, any object, any noun, it is connected with a gender. It's either masculine or feminine. So because of this, we have to often change the way that we think about language and connect gender throughout the whole sentence to make sure that it agrees and that the context is always cohesive in a sentence. All right, so now that that's explained, let's look at some examples. On the very basic level, let's talk about the word house. In English, we have house, or in Spanish, casa. Something that's very common in Spanish when thinking about gender is that generally words that end in A are feminine and words that end in O are masculine. It's not always true, but it's a general theory that we can apply when speaking the language. So again, having that in mind, we look at the word casa, and do you think it's masculine or feminine? Correct. It is a feminine word. Casa ends in A. Okay, so we have a feminine word. In Spanish, the feminine article that we use, the definite article to be more specific, is la. So before any word where we want to say the and the object, or the house, in this case, we can say la casa. La casa. All right? So every time that we are talking about the house, we have to make sure that we put the feminine article before the object. La casa. Okay? So that's a feminine example. Let's look at a masculine example. Let's look at the word puerto. Puerto. That can mean gate or port when thinking about, Puerto Rico, which translates literally to rich gate or rich port. All right, so port at a body of water we can think about like that. The boats are coming in to that kind of port, or a gate, of some sort. Could be at the airport, for example. You go to Puerto number 3, and that's where you take your airplane. Okay, so puerto is going to be our word that's masculine. So we have la for the feminine, la casa, but for the masculine nouns, we are going to use the article, definite article, el. El. So we have el puerto for this masculine word. Okay, so again, la casa, casa is feminine. We use the feminine definite article of la, and then we have puerto, gate, for the masculine. El puerto. El puerto. All right? Very good. So that's very basic now. But again, let's look at something a little bit different. We talked about the definite article, the, but we also have the indefinite article, which is a in Spanish. We have a casa, or we have a port. All right? So we can look at this, and we have to apply the feminine and masculine gender logic to these words when using the indefinite article. So if we talk about a house, I'm going to a house today. All right. In that sentence, a house would be una casa. Una is the feminine way that we say a singular word, a singular thing. So una casa for our feminine articles. In a similar way, we think about the masculine form of an indefinite article, and we have un we say un puerto. Un puerto. So it's very similar. Una casa, feminine. Un puerto, masculine. Un puerto. And again, a quick side note, so that to help you all remember, we use the word un in this case because if you know about numbers in Spanish, the number one is uno. Uno. And because that means one, we use the same thing for which is another way to say one. You know, una casa, one house, or un puerto, which is one gate in that sense. Okay? So again, this is a quick lesson just to kind of get you all introduced to the concept of gender in Spanish. There are many more things to remember when applying, but this is the short introduction to how that aspect of the language works. So again, stay tuned. This is the first video on that, but we'll continue to learn and grow together. Again, if you all have anything in particular you want to know about Spanish, let me know in the comments below. Write it down there. Again, subscribe to the email list and you'll continue to get updates about different tips and things that I might not mention here in the videos, but again, they'll help you on your language learning journey. I'm here to help you think well and to think and speak like a native person in the Spanish language. So continue to tune in to the videos, follow the social networks as I'll be posting other videos and tips on there as well, and I'll see you there on the next time.